Good evening, everybody. Welcome into the Sunday night postgame show here on the Rec Room Sports Hub. Hope you guys have had a good football Sunday. Great day of football today, or at least in the early games it was. Everything after 3:30 from onward is one-sided snooze fest for the most part. So, but yeah. Got me and you got a brand new guy coming in from Hawaii.
Hello, everybody. Welcome back to Patriots Nightmare.
The evil empire is I think it's safe to say the evil empire is officially back.
Yeah, I think today certainly solidified that. So awful game. Do we even have to touch on this game tonight?
Here's the thing. I just mentioned this like 5 seconds ago. It's like everything after 3:30 today was just like meh. One-sided blowout fest.
So
no competition at all.
At one point I looked at ESPN.com. Seattle was up 38-7. Detroit was up like 32-10. And the Rams were up like 35-14 or something like that. It's like, and those are good games too. A couple of them are supposed to be really good games, and it's like nothing, burger. So
you had some entertaining games in the early slate. We were on air during the morning game in Berlin, which Jonathan Taylor just basically took that game over there late in that game.
Yep.
You had a couple upsets today. The Jets upsetting the Browns in New York today. Breece Hall, the only thing that about the Jets that's still relevant at this point.
Well, no, there was a receiver that had 0 catches, 0 yards for the Jets. That's supposed to be relevant. Garrett Wilson was back today, and he did nothing on 4 targets, I think. Justin Fields the Jets beat the Browns throwing for 50 yards today. Really?
That's crazy.
Browns are that good of a defensive team, and it's a shame. It's a shame. I feel for Bobby G being a Browns fan and Big Mike, because that's not good. That's not good at all. So
No, not at all. I mean, you had a couple crazy games. Houston came back. They were down 29-10 and came all the way back and won that game. Yep. You had the Bears come back and beat the Giants today. They were down 10. Buffalo completely no-showing in Miami.
What on earth? What on earth are you doing? I mean,
and then the long shots got the long shot hit today. New Orleans goes into Carolina and wins today.
This was a great weekend for Allen. Congratulations, man! Two
long shots hit, but I'm like 1-4 at everything.
But when you get a long shot like that, you make profit. Which you could go 0-5, and if you
if only I actually put money on this.
I know. If you hit that long shot for plus 800, like Cal, wasn't Cal 800 plus 800?
Yeah, Cal was plus 800 last night, and they won in Louisville. So
yeah, you make up for all your losses. I mean, it was a great weekend. It was a great weekend. Congratulations, good job.
Yeah. Well, I mean, we might as well talk about it. Tonight's game. The score to me, Scott, never really justified just how bad this game was entirely. There was literally nothing happened from both sides, if I'm being honest, because it took till midway through early in the fourth quarter for the Chargers to actually start putting points on the board, and it was something.
So here's the problem. Here's the problem with the Steelers. Okay, number one, Jacoby Myers should be on the Steelers right now. I don't care what the price was. The Steelers need to pay it. Number two, all teams are doing right now is doubling DK Metcalf and daring Aaron Rodgers to throw it to anybody else to beat them. And when you got Calvin Austin, who can't catch a ball, lets the ball go through his hands for an interception. Jonnu Smith, where the heck is he? I mean, I'm sorry. I know Sam is big on Arthur Smith. I am not. He is not a good offensive coordinator. They have the talent to be a better team. And now Baltimore's one game out of the division. Baltimore's going to catch them next week. I don't see Pittsburgh beating Cincinnati next week. No, not the way this team's constituted. I mean, come on. What are you doing? So this is not a Mike Tomlin team. I said this like 4 weeks ago. It's not a Mike Tomlin team. So I just feel bad for Pittsburgh because they're about ready to end up losing the division and being out of the playoffs. So,
yeah. So looking at the stats here, I mean, it pretty much sums that up. Rodgers 16 of 31, 161. Did have the late touchdown, but two big picks midway through the game. He was sacked 3 times. Just no protection at all. Just seems like he was frustrated the entire night. Jaylen Warren 14 for 70. Caleb Johnson only had 2 carries in this game, which they have no faith in him. It seems like after his early season miscues, so they have no faith. It looks like in him. Roman Wilson, the lone touchdown, 2 for 35 in the lone touchdown. Metcalf only 3 for 35 tonight. And again, nobody on the receiving side really stepped up for Pittsburgh tonight. Their defense did just enough to keep them in the game, but the offense couldn't get it done.
You're not going to kick enough field goals in games to win. And that's what Pittsburgh does. They get down inside the 35 to 40, and then they say, okay, Chris Boswell, go kick us a field goal. You don't win games like that. You can't. I'm sorry. Mike Tomlin has been a good coach for years, but now maybe his way of doing things in the NFL has passed him by. You can't do the same things in the NFL that you could do 10 years ago and think you're going to win. And poor DK Metcalf gets all that money, gets traded to Pittsburgh, new opportunity, gets saddled with a 40-something-year-old quarterback. And all teams are doing is saying, okay, we're going to put 2 guys on you. Let's see what you can do. And DK can't beat double coverage. So.
No. And give credit to the Chargers. They played great defense tonight. They kept DK bottled up. They kept Rodgers in a fit, and there wasn't really anything he could do about it. So,
not at all.
He's got to, and this comes with the territory of not having somebody else to throw to. You got to try to find some of these other guys. And I know he did try to go, but these guys can't catch. They can't catch a football.
Calvin Austin's not a wide receiver in the NFL. I'm sorry. He's a punt returner, kick returner. He's not a wide receiver. He's not good.
Michael?
Hey, Michael, what's up? Calvin Austin's not good. Roman Wilson's a second-year guy who was injured for all of last year, didn't play. Pat Freiermuth, who was the guy in Pittsburgh, is now no longer the guy because Aaron Rodgers doesn't like throwing to his tight ends for whatever reason. DK Metcalf is a stud, but he, again, double covered. You can't get away from double coverage. So they play Cincinnati next week. Do we have confidence they can beat Cincinnati? I don't know.
I don't know. Even with that bad defense, it's like, you got to prove it to me first.
Yeah, I agree. And you can't win games 15-12 in the NFL kicking 5 field goals. You just can't do it. And that's what Pittsburgh's doing right now. And, I hate to bury them, but you almost have to right now. You almost have to.
And the sucks because they're a division leader. They're a division leader right now. This tells you how bad the AFC North is in 2025. Because even though Baltimore won today, they didn't look good the whole way through. They early on, there were just so many miscues, so much miscommunication. Like Lamar seemed a little bit off. It's not perfect by any means. You have to take advantage of the opportunities you have, especially in this division, because now it's like Like Cleveland lost today, but yet they're still in it.
Bobby G and Big Mike would have you think otherwise, but
Hey, Jay's up there in your neck of the woods there, Scott.
yeah, I've been back and forth to New Hampshire. After the show this morning, I went up to New Hampshire. I came back home, then I had to go back up again. I mean, it's been a day, but I've caught enough of the games today. Yeah, Jay texted me yesterday. Sorry we couldn't make it happen, but I mean, it is what it is. But yeah, I mean, anyway, doesn't it feel like the Steelers are chasing the Ravens? That's what it feels like.
Yeah, it feels like the Steelers. Can you imagine what this division would look like if Joe Burrow was healthy right now?
I think the Bengals would be ahead of it.
Even if the Bengals had that horrible defense, if Joe Burrow is healthy, I think that you would see them probably at the top of the division right now.
Yeah, but it would be close. I mean, it would be Bengals would be like 6-3,
Mm-hmm.
Steelers 5-4, Ravens 4-5, but still.
Cincinnati just needs to scrap their entire defensive philosophy, coaches, coordinators, everything, and start from scratch.
So I'm
like,
sorry.
look at and I know our defense has been god awful this year too, but at the very least, we're completely revamped it at the trade deadline. So, and the Bengals literally did nothing to help their defense.
I would agree with that. The Bengals traded Logan Wilson off their team. Mm-hmm. Everybody says Logan Wilson's again, you traded a piece of your defense off the team. It's bad. Oh, it's not good. I mean, it's not good with these teams. I don't know what they think.
You never know what these organizations are going through, but it's been years for Cincinnati. Their defense has not been great for years. It's becoming a running trend. They're like, oh, we got to lock in our offense, but
when you pay your quarterback $50 million and you pay two wide receivers a combination of
second best player on defense, yep.
Yeah, and your best player in defense can't stay healthy, and it's a problem. And now he's a free agent at the end of the season. He ain't staying in Cincinnati. He's gone. He's going someplace else. So
imagine if you're Logan Wilson too. You get traded from Cincinnati to Dallas, and you're thinking, "Oh, great, we're going to another bad defense." But then all of a sudden, here comes Quinnen Williams. Here comes Kwity Paye. Here comes, DeMarvin Overshown's going to be healthy. Siobhan Rebel's going to be healthy. Right. Here comes Donovan Wilson back. Maybe it might actually be a little different this time around.
Remember, what was it, 2 years ago? Dallas was really, really good on defense, and Dak didn't have to do that much. I think next year you're going to see Dallas be really, really good on defense, and Dak not having to do as much as he's doing right now.
I have a feeling this upcoming draft, Scott, they're going to overhaul on defense.
Yeah, I think so.
That is my thinking. T. Higgins, that's another. T. Higgins a potential number one elsewhere. Like,
the only problem with that is, and I think they should do it, but the only problem with that is Joe Burrow will not allow it. He won't allow it. He won't let them trade T. Higgins because he said he would take less money to sign T. Higgins. So I think he likes what he has. So I don't think they're going to trade T. Higgins.
It'll be interesting for sure. But yeah, you got the Bengals for Pittsburgh coming up next. So Chargers side of things, Herbert 20 for 33, 220 yards. Did have the one touchdown. Wasn't really a good night for him either. It was just an okay kind of night. He was sacked 5 times. Kamani Vidal, Tanner's probably screaming at his computer because this is what he expected from Kamani last week, and it's he got it this week instead. 25 for 95 and a touchdown.
But it was all late. It was all a lot of it.
And it was all late.
Yeah. So until the fourth quarter, he was stuck in the 30s.
Yeah, everybody thought we were cooked after that trade happened, but look at what you have now. You have Quinnen Williams. You have Logan Wilson brought onto a team. You have your technically your best player on defense coming back off IR. And now you have 2 first-round picks. So,
now I know trading Parsons was not the greatest thing in the world, but
again, I'm not upset about the trade. I'm upset at how and when it happened.
Yes.
The fact that it happens a week before the season started, that I think is what ruffled everybody's feathers, is that Jerry waited till the very last minute to trade Michael away.
If Michael was there in Dallas, I guarantee you they would not have been able to make those 2 trades, because they would not have had the money to do it. Because Michael left, it freed up some money. And if Quinnen Williams, and don't forget, Kenny Clark was part of that deal too. So if Quinnen Williams and Logan Wilson pan out, they'll sign those guys to longer term deals. But they have to pan out. And that's the thing with Dallas, is that Jerry, for all the crazy stuff he does, he drafts really well. And you got to look at the draft as something that can build on the defense. And Alan's a Cowboys fan, so I mean, I'm
going to be a little bit more biased, honestly, but at the same time, I look at it as there's potential there to be better this year too, but the more focus is going to be for 2026.
Right.
It's going to be hard to go on the run, because 2 of your next 3 games are Philadelphia at home and then Kansas City on Thanksgiving.
Right.
So that's the only reason why I'm like, I think we can, but I'm not counting on it.
But
and you also got Detroit in that mix too, so you're probably not winning that game.
But you have a nice soft landing spot coming out of the bye. We just saw them play. They're awful. And it might not be any Geno Smith. We don't know, because Geno Smith is hurt. So, again, Dallas comes out. They do what they want. They win that game, and maybe they gain some confidence going into Philadelphia, because I think that's what they have after the Raiders. So,
they got the Raiders a week from tomorrow, and then Sunday, I think the Sunday afternoon game against Philadelphia at home.
Yep.
And then they turn around 4 days later and play Kansas City on Thanksgiving. And then the week after that is another Thursday game against Detroit. So you get back-to-back Thursday games.
Why does the NFL do this 3 games in 10 days? Why do they do this? There's no chance for these players to heal.
I like Clowney's been okay. He's been a solid pickup. He's definitely brought a veteran presence that I don't think that edge rusher room had when Micah got traded. So it definitely helped, especially guys like Donovan Ezeraku, who's been a great, and obviously Marshawn Nealon, who I feel personally like he was starting to finally break out a little bit, scored his first touchdown Monday night, and unfortunately lost his life, took his own life this past week. So
and I don't think Clowney's going to be there next year.
I don't think so either.
I think he was one of those, all right, we traded Micah, we need to sign somebody, let's sign Clowney and bring him in. I think they'll draft somebody to take that.
They'll keep an eye on free agency to see
that too.
Who in the edge rusher market's going to be out there, because if you can get a decent veteran to come in and kind of be a leader for this team, then you could have a shot.
Hey, Alan, Trey Hendrickson might be out there. Do you want him?
I mean, Cincinnati's trading pieces away. It might only cost us a 5th-round pick in that case.
He'll be a free agent, I think. I don't think he signed to a multi-year deal. I think he's done.
I don't think so either.
So he won't go back to Cincinnati. He won't go back there. They're not throwing Myles Garrett money at the guy. He won't go back. But you're going to have to pay up to get him. And I don't know if Jerry's going to do that, but we'll see.
By the way, Ladd McConkey 4 for 107 and a touchdown. He continues to be a weapon.
Where the heck were you first 6 weeks of the season, Ladd?
Hendrickson is a free agent. Yep. Michael said he's going to be a free agent.
Yep. Where the heck were you 6 weeks, Ladd?
Yeah.
So,
So for Pittsburgh, obviously they got Cincinnati next week. Then they go to Chicago, who, by the way, won again. They're in the middle of that AFC North race now.
That's
Buffalo,
another one, Howard, that we didn't mention. They were down 20-10 midway through the fourth quarter. Jackson Dart got hurt. Russell Wilson played quarterback. Mr. Unlimited is back again. So bad. It's terrible. So bad. Oh.
Yep. Looking ahead here, Pittsburgh's probably their big. You got Bengals, Bears, Bills. Two of those games are at home, though. I'm not sure what to make of Buffalo after today, but and then
who's Buffalo play next week? Who's Buffalo play next week?
Let's give it a go. Let's see.
Quickly.
Ooh, Tampa Bay at home.
Oh, I was going to say bet against the opponent for Buffalo next week, but I'm not really sure on that one. Tampa Bay
at home, and then at Houston on Thursday night.
Huh. I don't know.
That'll be an interesting 2-game stretch here for Buffalo after what we saw today.
Tampa's at Buffalo next week?
No,
they must be
at Buffalo. Tampa at Buffalo.
That's going to be a problem for Tampa Bay, I think. Mm-hmm. It's going to be a problem. But, yeah, I mean, Nick Bodkin said it in the LTS show, Buffalo, what the WTF? What the hell were you doing today? What on earth were you doing today? Josh Allen didn't have a run in the first half. That's how bad they were. Not one carry in the first half did Josh Allen have. That's crazy. It's crazy.
Jesus.
What are you doing? What are you doing? I mean, Buffalo now is a shot to be a 6 seed in the playoffs. My God.
Hey, my prediction might come in 1 year late, like it does in baseball.
Yeah.
Last year I said Buffalo wasn't making the playoffs. They ended up winning the division, obviously, but now here you are potentially, and hey, Michael brings up a good point that the above 500 streak might come to an end this year.
I said 8-9 on the LTS show. I think that Pittsburgh was going to go. I thought Tomlin's streak was over. This is not a Tomlin team. You don't have the power running back, right? You have two small guys in Warren and Gainwell. You don't have a receiving core at all. And
it would be nice if you had a reliable number 2 that could stretch the field. Be ashamed if
Alan,
traded him somewhere else.
Do you know where they could find that number 2 by any chance? Someplace? Maybe.
I don't know. We got a guy who was supposedly supposed to be a number 1 at one point somewhere in a trade earlier this year, and he's been turning out pretty well this year for us. So, the kid by the name of Pickens, I think.
Oh, that's it. Yeah, that's it. Yeah. Because he was an attitude problem in Pittsburgh. They had to get rid of him. How's that working out for you?
Yeah. Put him with a quarterback that can actually throw. See what happens. There you go.
Yeah. I mean,
how much you want to bet Aaron Rodgers is like, I could have had that.
When CeeDee Lamb was out, he was the guy that was carrying that receiving core. So, yeah. Mm-hmm. Pittsburgh, you screwed up. That's all I'm going to say. You screwed up. But that is what it is.
Chargers scheduled, looking ahead, they go to Jacksonville next week. And then, with how bad Jacksonville played in that second half today. Yeah. They go to Jacksonville next week. Then they're on a bye week. And then they have the Raiders. So, chance to go 4-0 with the division. They're already 2.5 games up on Kansas City right now after winning tonight.
So that means the Broncos are 3.5 up on the Chiefs. The Broncos could put the Chiefs division hopes on ice if they beat them next week. Because that's who Kansas City plays.
That's a crucial game. I believe Denver's 2.5 and Chargers are probably, I want to say 1.5 or 2. up on Kansas City right now, but Chargers haven't had their bye week yet. So,
and the Chargers beat the Chiefs already.
Both their tackles are out, so they're stuck with what they got for now.
Yeah, that was a problem in the second half. Pittsburgh got to Herbert a lot in the second half, so that's going to be a problem for the Chargers, unfortunately.
Yeah. So, and then after this 3-week stretch here, you have Philadelphia in LA. You go to Kansas City and to Dallas.
Does Philadelphia play everybody in the league this year? Do they play?
They play the AFC West. They're the number one team last year, so they play all the first seeds. So like Detroit, LA, and Tampa. And then we play the entire NFC North. So you've got Green Bay and Chicago, and then mixed in there, and let's see, their extra game is Buffalo. So,
which is great for the Patriots because Buffalo has to go to Philadelphia in week 16 or something like that. So that's going to be Buffalo's.
No, Philly goes to Philadelphia, to Buffalo.
Okay,
Philly goes to Buffalo. That's Buffalo. That's week 17. That's week 17.
Yeah, so they got the Patriots in 15, then they got a game in 16, and then they got Philadelphia in 17. Okay, so here's the AFC playoff picture right now. Colts are the 1 seed, Broncos are the 2 seed, Patriots are the 3 seed, all 8-2. Steelers are 5-4, 4 seed because they have the division winners, obviously. The Chargers are the 5 seed at 7-3. Buffalo's the 6 seed, and Jacksonville's the 7 seed. Kansas City would be out. Baltimore would be out. Imagine that. That's unbelievable.
That would be crazy. That'd be crazy.
Yep. So, I mean, a lot's going to be determined. Again, it's going to all change. It's going to all flip. So.
Oh, Thanksgiving's the CBS game this year. Okay, good to know. I was wondering that.
Yeah, Tennessee's willing to give you 17 points in the Cowboys.
I mean, I'll take it. I'll take it at this point. So,
no, I mean, again, Dallas has the marquee games. Their schedule is going to get tough. About to get tough. I mean, you got Raiders, yes, like you said, Eagles,
Lions. Chiefs, Lions, 3 in a row, and then Minnesota on Sunday night. That's not going to be easy either.
No, so you got 4 games. If you go 2-2, it'd be in great shape. So.
I mean, that would be nice. That would be nice if you can come out of this in a positive. That would be cool. But yeah, we'll see. We'll see how it ends up going. Looking ahead here, obviously tomorrow night you got Philadelphia, Green Bay on Monday night. Which next Sunday, Philadelphia will host Detroit. So that'll be our matchup next Sunday night. Get a good matchup, maybe.
We have a good game. Wait a minute.
Right?
Oh my god. Oh my god! No, I knew that game was next week because they were pumping it up in the fourth quarter. But yeah, that's gonna be a really good game. Detroit is changing play callers apparently.
It's Dan Campbell.
Yep. Dan Campbell's had enough of Johnny Morton. As soon as Dan Campbell took over, who's the guy that benefited the most? Jameson Williams.
Mm-hmm.
We haven't seen that game from him in over a year. So I think Dan Campbell's was getting tired of Jameson Williams running routes and being open and not getting the ball. So be interesting to see what happens in Detroit. There's a little tension there going on in the coaching staff. So we'll see.
Mm-hmm. Yep. Denver up 2.5 on Kansas City. That's the big afternoon game. You also got Rams Seahawks, which is a big afternoon game.
Huge.
The big noon game, Tampa Bay Buffalo. Interesting matchups. You got Chicago, Minnesota, Chargers, Jaguars, as I mentioned. Houston's kind of finding their footing again with Davis Mills at quarterback. They got Tennessee next week. Other than that, not really. It doesn't really look like much.
That Colts game was a huge thing for Houston because if the Colts had lost and Houston wins today, Houston's within a couple games of Indy, and they still got to play Indy, I think. So that was a huge game for Houston. If the Colts didn't pull that out, they'd have a shot at the division, but I don't think they do. The Jaguars losing today kind of eliminated them in terms of division, I think. So.
Yep. So, Scott, who are your 2 game balls going to for Week 10 here?
One is easy. It's Jonathan Taylor. I mean, 240 yards rushing, 3 touchdowns, throwing 3 catches for 42 yards. I mean, it's amazing what this guy is doing week after week. Had a bad game against Pittsburgh. Came back. Who would have thought? Pittsburgh. Came back and did what he did today against Atlanta. To basically, I think Atlanta's done. I think Tampa's got that division on lock basically right now. So, Jonathan Taylor's my first. I'm going to sound like a homer. Drake May's my second. Made big throw after big throw today down in Tampa. It was raining early in the first quarter. That stopped. It seemed like he had trouble throwing the ball in the wet weather, which that may be the problem of all problems if he gets into a game like that. But for a second-year quarterback to go down into a hostile environment and make big throw after big throw, phenomenal. Alternate game ball, Trevian Henderson. That's another guy. Unbelievable what he did today. I think he's going to eat into Ramondre Stevenson's workload after today. So those are my game balls.
Mm-hmm. I mean, looking at Drake May, I mean, I mentioned it earlier today in one of our group chats. He at one point today was a favorite for MVP. Now, obviously, Matt Stafford had the game he had today and was like, hang on, young man, I'll take it over for here. But the fact that he's in consideration for MVP right now, Scott, shows you just how much of an improvement Drake May has had in 2025.
It's all coaching. I mean, Gerard Mayo was there last year. That team didn't look good at all. And then I'll get to that in a minute, Michael. And then he gets Vrabel in. He gets Josh McDaniels back as an offensive coordinator back in New England, and he looks this good. I mean, the coaches have to take – Mike Vrabel will take no credit for it, but Josh McDaniels and Mike Vrabel deserve a lion's share of the credit. So, and to Michael's comment about the Patriots being the surprise team, yes and no. The schedule has helped them be this good. They didn't really – other than Buffalo and Tampa, tell me who they played. I mean, that's just the thing. Atlanta's so inconsistent. They've beaten Cleveland. They've beaten Carolina. They've beaten Tennessee. They've beaten Miami. I mean, those teams aren't good. So I know Carolina's 5-5, but they're not a good team. Playing the Jets this Thursday night, that's not a good game. They should be able to beat them rather easily. But you got to beat who you play, and that's what the Patriots are doing. So I put them at 11 wins. I might be short on this. I might have to revamp this to 13. So
right now, they're again after what happened today in Miami. Patriot fans are like, "Yep, it's all coming together slowly."
Oh yeah. I mean, you got to enjoy it while you can. I mean, I've told you time and time again. Go through the struggles now, and when the good times happen, I've told Sam the same thing. When the good times happen, it's much more sweeter than what you're going through now.
You've gone through this before too, Scott. I mean, everybody likes to think that football started in the year 2000 because of Tom Brady and the Patriots, but
it didn't.
You and Keith, both Patriot fans back in the 70s and 80s when they were
Yeah.
It wasn't really until they drafted Drew Bledsoe in '93 where there's like, okay, we might have something here in New England.
Yeah, and you always get that one year out of the blue that they'd go 9-7, 10-6, and then they did lose in the first round of the playoffs. But I think it started when Parcells came to New England. I think that's when it started. Parcells drafted Bledsoe, had Belichick on his staff, put the plans in place, put the pieces in place. Pete Carroll came in and they struggled a little bit, but then Belichick came back and it just took off.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, I mean, it's been great. It's been great. And if everybody's noticed me on shows, I don't get too up and I don't get too down because you get too up and they're gonna break your heart. So,
I mean, before that era started, the claims to fame were beating Miami in the AFC Championship game in '85,
squish the
and
fish.
then
Squish the fish.
And then
and
the '90s
Miami
run where
yeah,
where Kraft came in, took over the team, Parcells, as you mentioned, Belichick, and then the '96 Super Bowl against Green Bay.
Yeah, and what did Parcells do? He didn't come back to Foxborough with the team. He went right to New York and took the Jets job. So that's why you can't get too up and too down in the NFL.
Yeah.
I mean,
you
could do it.
He did do well with the Jets too. Turn that team around a little bit.
He did, and then he came to the Cowboys, and when the Cowboys were struggling, and he turned them around. So
yeah, I mean, that's when I became a fan too. By the way, was during the Dave Campbell years, and we were kind of struggling through it, and didn't really have much. This is back when I was kind of a low-key fan of Quincy Carter when they drafted him. He just wasn't staying healthy enough to stay on the field. Antonio Bryant, although I think he would have been a great receiver, which is why they gave him 88. He's the lesser-known 88 of the bunch. But injuries derailed him.
Here's what I will tell people. Tony Romo was an undrafted guy. Okay? Everybody says, Russell Wilson.
He was undrafted fourth string. He rode the bench as a fourth string quarterback for 2 years.
Yeah, and remember when Russell Wilson came in, everybody was like, third round pick. We've never seen this before. Bill Parcells did it years before with Tony Romo. Mm-hmm. And it worked out really well because Tony Romo was a good quarterback for the Cowboys when they needed him most. And I think that's what set this all in motion for the Cowboys is Parcells did that with Romo. Then it turned into Aikman. Then it turned into championships and stuff like that. Now you're going through this. But I think when Jerry's son gets control of the team, I think you might be in good shape. So, because he'll have his smarts about him.
I mean, we're about a few weeks away. I think Prescott's getting closer and closer to breaking Romo's passing record. That might actually happen on Thanksgiving. I think that there's a good chance that could happen on Thanksgiving with Tony broadcasting the game. That would be a moment if that were to happen.
That'd be awesome. So, Dak, you know what you need to do against the Raiders? You need to throw for just enough that it'll be an attainable goal on Thanksgiving to break it. Because that would be the greatest. That would be great on Thanksgiving.
So my 2 game balls. My first one, I'm going to go to Davis Mills for orchestrating that comeback. Davis Mills and Dalton Schultz, specifically. Davis Mills probably had his best ever game as a professional, his best ever half as a professional. Coming back and winning that game. I mean, this is basically his team right now. We'll see what happens if CJ comes back, but he's able to get a comeback win for them. So Davis Mills would be my first one, and then we had a lot of good running back performances today. I'm sure somebody's pointed that out. Obviously, Travion Henderson, Jonathan Taylor, your 2 picks. Are the 2 standouts of that point. But my second game ball is going to go to a guy we kind of scoffed at this morning because it's only his second start, and they were the long shot to win today. Tyler Shuck, have yourself a day. Tyler Shuck, 19 of 27, 282, 2 touchdowns. Rashid who?
Who's that guy? Rashid? What? Who?
Chris Olave, great game today.
Juwan Johnson, great game. Yeah.
Yep.
Yep.
Yep. And Tyler Shuck, his first career win as an NFL starter. So yeah, and then special honorable mention, I'll go to Keenan Allen, Chargers all-time leader in receptions now. Past the great Antonio Gates tonight.
I'd like to make an announcement on the Sunday Night Postgame show. Jameer Gibbs, go away. David Montgomery needs the ball. Jameer Gibbs, go away. Go away.
Hey, he got his prop today though, so I'm happy about that.
Yeah. I mean, again, who saw New Orleans coming? I mean, I had said this morning. Remember what I said when we were talking about that game? Carolina hadn't been favored since 2021. It's the reason why. It's the reason why he'll never be favored again. So,
well, good day of football. Other than the second half of the day wasn't that great. It was all blowouts, but we had an entertaining start to the day. All the marquee matchups were not that great. Thursday night sucked. It was probably the worst. That was probably the worst game of the year. Tonight wasn't any better.
Alan, it's coming. Jets Patriots Thursday night. It's coming.
It's inevitable.
Could be 31-3 or something like that this Thursday. But it's coming. No, but the Broncos Raiders game, I couldn't. It was unwatchable. You had to turn it off.
Until the Chargers started scoring late in this game, I could not watch this. I could not watch this game tonight. It was awful. Like, it was at one point it was 5-3. I was like, what are we even doing?
Shohei hit a grand slam.
And the Dodgers lead the Pirates 5-3.
Yep, and Paul Skeens hit a 3-run homer.
With the pitcher.
I couldn't think of another McCutcheon. I don't know. But, yeah, these primetime games, the last 2 years, even go back to last year, they have not been great. A bunch of them have not been great. And that's a problem. Somebody brought it up today, and I heard, and I listened to it, and I didn't put stock in it first. Then when you start thinking about it, the NFL doesn't give these players enough rest. And it hurts the product sometimes. I mean, look at what they're doing to Dallas. Raiders Monday night, Eagles on Sunday, Chiefs on Thanksgiving. 3 games in 10 days. That's not enough time for your body to heal. It's nowhere near it. So, I mean, I'm wondering if the NFL needs to kind of back off a little bit.
Essentially, you're getting 4 games. You have to play 4 games in 2 weeks almost.
Yes.
If you add in the Thursday night against Detroit.
It's no good. It's how do you expect players to, especially defensive players, how do you expect their bodies to recover in 3 days? Because you're playing late Sunday, you're going to get over at 7:25 Eastern, and then within 3.5 days, you're playing the Thanksgiving Day game against Kansas City, no less. If it was the Raiders like it was a few years ago, I could kind of understand it. But it's Kansas City. That's a good team. And Kansas City's home rested waiting for you. I mean, it's not good. So I think the NFL needs to back off on some of what they do and figure something out.
And then you play Washington on Christmas Day, which that's going to be a complete train wreck without Jaden Daniels if he's not back.
He's supposed to be back. They're talking about he's going to be back after the bye, week 13. It wasn't as bad as they thought. So he may be back. So if that's the case, I don't know why Washington would ever put him out there. Just don't put him out there. Please don't put him out there. You're not going to
let him fully heal up, for Christ's sake.
Agreed. If it was Dak, would you want them to put Dak out if they were 3-7? No. It's not worth it. Not worth it. But I guess, I don't know. All I know, people, your nightmare is back. Yeah, back.
You need to get the Sith Lord cape now. You gotta hit the Sith Lord cape. The evil empire is back.
Just think about it, Alan. Hawaii's got 2 losses, and the Patriots have 2 losses. My teams. I will be. I will be doing the opening kickoff for the Hawaii game next week. So enjoy, people.
That's great. Anyway, Scott, what you got going on this week?
Well, the post game, obviously, tonight, and then I'm off till Wednesday to the baseball show, which will be good. I think we start our hot stove Wednesday night, which will be really good. Thursday night will be the LTS Pick'em, which I don't think I did so hot this week, but that's beside the point. And then lock it in Saturday, lock it in Sunday, and we're back here with maybe a good game to talk about next Sunday.
Hopefully.
So,
Hopefully.
Please.
At least it was better than that Thursday night mess. I'll say that.
And I'll be at Raw tomorrow night too.
Poor April. She's got to do the post game for that that game.
Oh. She's got to be going. I know they won today. She must be happy that they won. But in the process,
she's actually upset. Like, why are you winning when you basically you're away the season?
That's true. That's true. That's true. I mean, New York is Boston's rivalry, but I'll tell you right now, the Jets are such a poorly run organization. There's got to be changes got to be made. I mean,
there has to be. What do you sell the team?
What do you do as a Jets fan but just shrug your shoulders and say, what am I supposed to do? I mean, I don't know. Both New York teams are awfully run. So.
Yep. Tuesday night for me, Sam and I will be back talking wrestling on the Let's Talk Sports Network on the mat. And then I'll be hopping over on the Rec Room Weekly, immediately following that, talk about some sports topics. Obviously, we'll be talking about a lot about the NFL, college football, basketball's in the thick of it, and all that good stuff. Scott mentioned the baseball show Wednesday night. We'll begin hot stove talks, and then right back on Lock It In on the weekend and back here Sunday night.
So on Wednesday night, people, we will ask Jonathan about his impressions of Walt Weiss. He doesn't like it. You saw he doesn't like it, right?
No.
And this time tomorrow night, I will be at the Kowloon with John Cena, celebrating his career. So if you want to catch me, I'll be in a plate full of fried rice and chicken wings. So no, I'm just kidding. But I will be there. I will be there tomorrow night. One of those things you can't miss.
Right, for sure.
So, yeah. And AEW comes to Boston week from Wednesday, so I might be there too. So wrestling been very, very good to me.
Very, very much so. I mean, it's been a rough year, to say the least, but it's still been pretty good in some spots.
Poor Sam. Sam needs a hug. Tiffy's not the champion anymore. Poor Sam.
Poor Sam. Jesus. Well, I'm going to go freeze to death.
Did you deliver any more rice today by any chance?
No, thank God. That was stupid. That whole thing was stupid.
It's 40 degrees out.
It's 40 degrees and you're buying 4 bags of ice.
I need my ice cubes. Can you deliver me ice cubes?
Like, all you have to do is take a garden hose and let it freeze for a couple minutes. You'll be fine.
Exactly. I agree. Michael was good.
Welcome to Oklahoma. Thank you. Yeah, Michael, thank you again for hopping on with us tonight.
Hi, Spotify.
And also, before we leave, RIP to Paul Tagliabue, former
yes.
commissioner of the NFL, passed away this morning.
Exactly.
There's a big reason why the NFL is such a big brand as it is right now is because of Paul Tagliabue. So
absolutely.
Rest in peace to him.
No question.
Anything else, Scott, before we end off?
That's it. Alan needs to go get sleep so he can deliver ice tomorrow. So
At the crack of dawn, definitely. Anyway, guys, thank you so much for joining us. We'll be back next Sunday night. Lions-Eagles should be a good game. Hopefully it is. Until then, love y'all. Stay safe. Take care.